This is what active transport looks like. Active transport is the movement of molecules across the cell membrane from a lower to higher concentration. It requires the consumption of energy. Now here's what passive transport looks like. It is the transport of a substance across the cell membrane by diffusion. It does not require energy. This is the cell membrane. On the top we see extracellular fluid, and on the bottom we see intracellular fluid. We also see a very, very pretty lipid bilayer, and some cholesterol, some carbohydrate, some glycolipid, and glycoprotein. Both plant and animal cells have multiple organelles. Plants have some that animals do not, and animals have some that plants do not. I will start by telling you the organelles of plants. Animals. This is mitochondria. It is the site of cellular respiration. After that is cytoplasm, which is the entire region between the nucleus and the cell membrane. It consists of cytosol. Here we see microtubules. This is a cylindrical structure in the cytoplasm of most cells, involved in intercellular shape and Next up is lysosome, which is a membrane-bound sac of hydrolytic enzymes. It uses enzymes to digest food, other molecules, and old worn-out cell parts. Now we have smooth ER. It synthesizes lipids including phospholipids and steroids. It metabolizes carbohydrates, it detoxifies drugs and poisons, and stores calcium ions. It also lacks attached ribosomes. 3 ribosomes are the state of protein synthesis. They are suspended in the cytosol and they produce proteins for the use within the cell. Centrioles are paired structures found in the animal cell. They are involved in cell division. They consist of microtubules. Here's the Golgi apparatus. It consists of flat membrane sacs. It receives transport vesicles from the ER. It modifies ER products. It produces certain molecules and produces lysosomes and secretory vesicles. The nuclear envelope is the double membrane that forms the boundary between the nuclear contents and the cytoplasm. It is perforated with pores. Here you see chromatin. Chromatin consists of DNA and protein, and it condenses to form chromosomes. Next we have the nucleolus, which is where the components of ribosomes are synthesized and assembled. It is found in the nucleus. This is the nucleus. The nucleus contains most of the genes that control the eukaryotic cell. It is generally the most conspicuous organelle in the eukaryotic cell, and it contains the nucleolus and chromatin. This is the cell membrane. The cell membrane forms the boundary of the cell, and it acts as a selective barrier, allowing certain materials to pass but not others. Here we see rough ER. This channels proteins to transport vesicles, attaches carbohydrates to some proteins. It is involved in the membrane production through the production of vesicles and comes equipped with attached ribosomes. Lastly, in the animal cell, I show you bound ribosome. They are the site of protein synthesis as well. They are attached to the outside surface of the endoplasmic reticulum. They produce proteins for use outside the cell or for use inside the cell membrane. I think I need to get me some plant and animal cells. I'm hungry. IGT, GGSP, BRB, LOL. Mamma mia, what a fantastic looking a pizza. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Now, here's the plant cell. I'll go through it a little quicker rather than repeating all the organelles that it shares with the animal cell. I'll just name them off, and then I'll tell you about the ones it has that the animal cell doesn't. the nucleus, chromatin, nucleolus, nuclear envelope, nuclear pore, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, the cell membrane. Now, here is the cell wall. The cell wall is a membrane of the cell that forms external to the cell membrane, whose main role is to give cells rigidity, strength, and protection against mechanical stress. It is found in cells of plants, bacteria, archaea, fungi, and algae. Animals and most protists do not have the cell wall. Plants also have chloroplast. Chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis. It produces food using light energy, CO2, and H2O. It also gives plants their green color. Microtubules. Ribosomes, both bound and free. Smooth ER. And lastly, rough ER. That completes my tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I get an A+, cough, wink, nudge, nudge, etc.